Inside a tall glass tower, in the heart of the city, there's a modern office shining with success. Behind a sleek wooden desk sits a man, a successful businessman that he's focused on his laptop, pen in hand. Surrounded by files and documents, his face shows confidence and the weight of responsibility. Every day, he makes decisions that shape the future of his company. People look at him and say, he's made it. He's living the dream. But just a few feet away, there's another an older janitor, wearing a blue uniform, cleaning the glass windows. He moves quietly, wiping every corner with care. He comes before everyone else, and leaves long after they're gone. No spotlight, no recognition, but peace on his face, pride in his work. 2 men in the same room, yet living in two completely different worlds. One holds the power of decisions, the other holds the strength of honesty. One's work is seen by all, the other's is often ignored, but the truth is, neither can exist without the other. The office shines because the janitor keeps it clean. The businessman succeeds because someone else makes his space ready for success. That's life. Every role matters, every person has value. No job is small, and no one is less important. As the businessman stands up, he walks to the window. He looks at the older man and says softly, "Thank you for what you do." The janitor smiles and replies, "Sir, I'm just doing my job." For a moment, silence fills the room, but that silence speaks louder than words. 2 men, 2 lives, connected by respect. Glowing star. That's the real success, when humanity stands above everything. In the quiet hours of the evening, when most people are leaving their offices, one woman stays behind, a confident, elegant manager, sitting in her glass-walled office, finishing her last emails. Her desk is neat, her mind focused, her eyes reflecting the skyline outside. Everyone calls her successful, powerful, the face of leadership, but behind her, walking softly with a cart full of cleaning supplies, is another story. An older man in a blue uniform, smiling gently as he wipes the tables and cleans the floor. He's been in this building for years. He's seen hundreds of faces come and go, promotions, celebrations, even tears, but he never complains. He does his work with quiet pride. Tonight, as the woman closes her laptop and stands up, she looks at him and says kindly, "You're always here late. Don't you ever get tired?" The man smiles and replies, "Ma'am, I'm not tired. I'm grateful. Every light I turn off reminds me I helped keep this place shining." Her heart softens. For the first time, she really sees him not just as the cleaner, but as a man who keeps her world running smoothly while no one notices. She pauses and says, "Thank you for everything you do." He nods with a humble smile and continues his work. As the city lights glow brighter outside, in that silent office, she learns something no degree or position ever taught her. Success isn't just about the person in the chair, it's about everyone who makes the chair possible, because behind every shining office, there's someone quietly making it shine. Glowing star. Respect every role. Value every soul. Glowing star. In a tall glass office, high above the city lights, a businessman stands beside a glowing screen filled with graphs, numbers, and profits. His suit is sharp, his confidence unshaken. Every word he speaks carries authority. He's explaining future plans, growth charts, and success strategies, but right across from him stands another man, a janitor in a blue uniform, holding a mop, quietly listening. His hands are rough, his clothes simple, yet his eyes hold wisdom that no chart could ever measure. The businessman pauses for a second and smiles. "Long day, huh?" he says. The janitor chuckles softly, "Yes, sir. But that's how every day is. You plan success. I clean its footprints." The businessman stops, his confident smile slowly turning into respect. He looks at the man again, really looks at him, and realizes something profound. The numbers on the screen, the goals, the achievements, none of it would exist without people like him, the silent ones who make everything possible behind the scenes. He closes his tablet and says, "You know, maybe you understand hard work better than any of us." The janitor smiles again, continuing his work, replying quietly, "Sir, we just do what we can, where we are. That's enough." As the businessman turns back to the window, the city lights shine brighter than ever, and for the first time, he understands real success isn't about who stands higher, but who stands humble. In a high-rise boardroom, a group of professionals sat around a long table, tension thick in the air. At the center was Sarah, the new project manager, confidently presenting her bold idea while her laptop glowed between untouched glasses of water. Across from her sat Bob, the seasoned employee with a skeptical frown and decades of authority behind his calm voice, interrupting her mid-sentence to ask, "What if it fails?" A moment of silence followed, and then, with a steady smile, Sarah replied, "Then we'll learn faster than anyone else." A simple line that shifted the whole atmosphere as heads lifted, doubts faded, and conversation sparked into collaboration. Within an hour, The team that entered divided walked out united, energized, and ready to build something new. Bob paused at the door, offered a rare approving nod, and Sarah, feeling the quiet power of belief, knew that this wasn't just a meeting, it was the moment everything changed. The morning sun poured through the glass walls, but the air inside was cold, filled with tension. Emma stood with her hands on her hips, staring straight at Mr. Harris, the man who once controlled every word she spoke. He leaned back in his chair, calm on the outside, but his eyes showed something else, fear. Is this how you talk to your boss? He asked. Emma's voice was sharp, steady. No, Mr. Harris. This is how I talk to someone who lost the right to be one. He frowned, tapping the desk. You think you can run this company better than me? She stepped closer, her heels clicking like thunder. I don't think, sir. I know. Because while you were busy building your empire, I was busy saving it. He tried to speak, but she cut him off. You taught me everything about power. But you forgot to teach me fear. And that's where you lost. The room went silent. Even the city outside seemed to hold its breath. Emma leaned forward. Today, I'm not asking for respect, Mr. Harris. I'm taking it. She placed a file on his desk, her new leadership proposal, and turned to leave. Mr. Harris whispered behind her, almost to himself, she's become what I never could. Without turning back, Emma said, no, Mr. Harris. I became what you never let me be. The door closed, and for the first time, the boss realized the power had changed hands.